Hello everyone, and welcome to a fantasy show like no other, where a group of 4 friends will embark on an epic adventure, facing their worst fears, battling enemies, wielding magic, and ultimately saving the world. Except it's only over a tabletop role-playing game, because these guys are proper sweaty nerds. This is Troll the Dice.
Troll the Dice is simple but relies heavily on the imagination. I, the Dungeon Master, am responsible for creating the world inside my head and communicating it to the players, who each have a character that they control. The basic premise of the game is that I set the scene and the players tell me what they'd like to do and then roll some dice to determine if they succeed or massively screw it up.
So, as always, I'm joined by my 4 very dear friends. If you guys would like to introduce yourselves.
Alright, I'm Alistair. I am playing Princess Isabel Fontaine of the city of Dos. I've recently been kicked out of my home because King Razira of the neighbouring Elven Kingdom has laid us under siege. I'm pretty full of myself, got a little bit of a drink and drugs problem, and I'm kind of horrible to my mate Dendrick.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'll be playing Scromp Dench, the half-orc wizard. I became a wizard to prove myself because my father, a famous sorcerer, left when I was a baby. I'm very clumsy and forgetful, and I'm helping escort Dendrick and Isabel out of the city of Dos, and have heard of a weapon that can save them.
Alright, so I'm Callum. I'm also known as Dendrick Jums. I'm head of the Royal Guard and protector of the Princess Isabel. However, I'm hopelessly in love with her and harbouring some serious anger and jealousy issues. I'm just hoping that we can find some safety outside the city walls.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I'm playing the Elven Hunter, Creven Rivers. I've been living in the woods for 10 years after defecting from the Elven Army. I'm insanely curious, a simple soul, completely illiterate. I love nature, and I just want to help the others defeat the evil King Razira.
Previously on Troll the Dice. Whilst fleeing the city of Dos from the evil elven King Razira, the party met the Ranger Creven, whom offered his assistance. All seemed well until an elven assassin, nicknamed Reggie, stopped them in their tracks. The party then found themselves in the Illusory Grove. After much travelling, they found a homely tavern called the Ogre's Hole, with a sign depicting an ogre bent over a barrel. In this tavern, the bartender, Roland Pigglesworth, was in awe of Dendrick Jums and the princess, revealing to the group his true, unfortunate name, Jimmy Jums. They also met Gren Armsworth, an elder gentleman with a disdain for elven kind. Whilst this was obvious to the rest of the group, it was not to Creven. He and Scromp got completely wasted and ended up passing out, ending the night for our heroes, except Dendrick, who stayed up to stand guard, where he heard a suspicious noise that he completely forgot about.
Okay, does anyone have any questions?
No, all good.
Alright, let's jump right in then.
Go.
So, the night goes without difficulty, you wake in the morning.
How are you two doing? And I kick the prone, drunk people.
Both slowly wake, looking very hungover, feeling sick.
Sort of how I thought that would go.
You just be like,
I'm ready.
Just move it.
Just give me 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half hour. Yeah, give me half hour.
I grab one of their legs and just drag them behind me. And I'm like, right, we've got breakfast and then we need to go.
I think I get up if you are literally pulling at my leg.
I literally
I
start
stand
to pull at
and
your leg.
I would begrudgingly walk downstairs.
As you're heading down, so the stairs are next to go past the bar, you can see there, as you peeking behind the bar, you can see what's like a little patch of blood that seems to have dried on the floor.
Huh.
Other than that, everything seems normal. The barkeep greets you, he's like, hello guys,
Okay.
breakfast?
Yes, please.
Okay, he heads back into the back room. A few minutes later, he comes out with some questionable looking salted meats on some sourdough bread. Also, did you pay for the rooms last night?
No.
You said they were free.
He said they were on the house.
Everything's
Oh,
in
of
the
course
house.
I did, yeah. Yeah, no worries.
He would have
Everything's on the
remembered
house.
where it's still him.
Sorry?
No. Last night he said anything for Her Royal Highness.
Her Royal Highness? Oh, of course, yes, no worries. Make an inside check.
Yeah. 22.
He seems different, but he looks exactly the same.
My
He
eyes narrow.
just seems like maybe he's in a worse mood.
And I go, Reggie.
Sorry?
And I look at the barman. And I say, you have 5 seconds before I tell my bodyguard here to attack you.
Okay. I
5,
don't know.
I ready my sword.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who
3,
Reggie is.
2, 1.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Poor guy. Such a shame. What a waste.
Well, yeah, actually, hang on, hold on a second, Dendrick. I pull out like a root around for my like holy symbol and like pull it out and point it at him. I go, "Are you Reggie?" And I'd like to cast Charm Person on him.
Okay.
So I wiggle my fingers at him and I say, "Are you Reggie?
No.
Are you in any way the man that is trying to kill me? You're not some kind of weird elf ninja, no?
No, definitely
No.
not.
Are you sure?"
Of course. It's around about this point, where the elder gentleman from last night bursts through the door, like kicks it open, and he's just like, which one of you killed him? It must have been the elf.
Who?
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, who are you talking about?
The young fella last night. His name's Jem.
I've got no idea.
No idea.
You
We didn't
remember
even
the
catch
part?
their names.
You were talking to him a lot of the time.
Do you remember the part where I drank that really strong thing and then passed out?
Yeah, but he stayed here a few hours before after I left.
Could you
I have no
show
idea.
us to his body?
Yeah?
Do you know he's dead?
He's definitely dead. He steps outside, and I'm guessing you guys follow him.
Yeah?
He just points up, and he's just like pinned to the tree. Looking at it, you can see what looks like a clearish sort of ectoplasm, like liquid,
Like
on the
coming-
bottom of the tree.
Okay. I mean, I do the old. What's it taste like?
It's a bit numbing. Doesn't really have much of a taste.
It's not burning.
I'll
What did
do
your
it as
drink?
well.
What did your drink from last night taste like?
I'll go over
yeah,
and taste it.
yeah.
It's a little bit different.
It's like, nah.
This one, it's a little bit numbing. I just slowly keep. Like, and I turn to the old man and I say, "I can guarantee you, this definitely wasn't us because he sat all night watching us, and
See it in my eyes.
those two were passed out."
He is not convinced. He's just,
I-
he's getting ready to, he's like got a little short sword in his belt, and he's slowly drawing. He's
All
like,
right, mate, hold up. There's something wrong with Mr. Pigglesworth.
you got any proof?
I can make
Yeah,
it
you nearly
so
got-
that he can't lie.
Okay.
I can make it so that none of us are able to lie for a short period of time, and then he can tell you himself that he didn't kill him.
Okay. Sure. He sheathes the sword.
Yeah, I again hold up my coin and do some weird finger gestures, and it starts to float above my hand.
Is this in the tavern?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. It's gonna feel a bit strange, but I need you to just go with it. All right.
Right. Yeah.
And this like big sphere, like 30-foot radius sphere, erupts out from it, and yeah, it envelops us and everyone that's in it. So all of you guys, unless you want to deliberately fail it, make a charisma saving throw. So if you deliberately fail it, it means that you can't speak a deliberate lie while inside the
Okay.
area.
Yeah, right. I just deliberately fail it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So what's your name?
My name is Gren Armsworth,
And what's this pub called?
the Ogre's Hall Tavern.
And what's the bartender called?
I think his name's Roland something.
All right. Cool. And then I immediately turn and like point my finger and go, "Did you kill him?"
Nah,
All right. See.
I was passed out, sleeping.
Right.
Did
okay.
you kill him?
No.
Did you kill him?
No.
Did you kill him?
What? Gren?
Yeah.
No. I'm here to find out who killed him.
Is Mr. Pigglesworth still in the bar? See,
Yeah.
within the
Yeah.
area, I'd turn over to him and say, "Did anything strange happen last night?"
No, nothing at all.
I open the question. "Did anything strange happen last night?" Gren, what did you do after you went home?
I went home, back to my my little shack. I just went to bed, went to sleep, came back in the morning and found him strung up.
So you woke up and the first thing you did was come to the pub.
Well, I usually collect wood for Roland, so.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think your spell's working, by the way.
What do you mean?
Well, I could also just be like, my name's not Gren.
What is your birth name?
James?
And the nickname that people gave you?
Timmy.
I turn back and go, it's definitely working.
I
Which
couldn't-
means that you've tried to, resist the spell. Which means
I
that if
didn't mean to.
anyone deserves our distrust, it's definitely you.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm here. Why would I leave him up there if I killed him?
I mean, I'm not sure yet, but I feel like we can probably figure something out. I go behind the bar.
You can see there's a very small patch of dried blood on the floor, and that's it.
Point and say a clue. Is there like a trapdoor underneath the bar? Like behind the bar?
You can't see any trapdoors.
There's no trapdoors.
There is a door behind the bar, like just a door that leads into the back. You assume the kitchen.
So, Mr. Picklesworth, do you mind if I go into the kitchen?
Yes.
I poke my head through the door of the kitchen.
It's dark in there at the moment. You
I
can
have dark vision because I'm
yeah,
half
you
elf.
have dark vision, so you can see there's a little bit of like a fire cooking stove. It just looks like a regular kitchen from what you can tell. There's a larder off to the side. You go through and you can't see anything much in the larder except there is a small trapdoor in the larder, but it's locked currently.
And I come back through the kitchen. I'm like, everyone seems to check out. There's a trapdoor with a lock on it. So, Roland, if that even is your name, and I like widen my eyes.
Yes, my name is Roland.
And I say, Dendrick, could you come and open this lock back here for me?
Yep. With force.
Okay, so you two go back into the kitchen. What are you two doing? Just sat down eating?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sat down.
absolutely hungover.
I think
Yeah.
Gren will go with you two.
Right.
So you go into the back room, to the larder where the trapdoor is. What are you doing to open it?
I pull out my mace, and I'm like, do you want to use this
I take the mace
to smash it?
and whack it as hard as I can.
Okay, so you successfully break it off. And then you open up the trapdoor, and you can see inside there's just a ladder that goes down about 25 feet, and then it seems to go into some kind of a storeroom. You can't see the details of the storeroom from your perspective.
What does the what's the barkeep doing? 'Cause
It's
we
just there polishing a tankard.
But we're smashing up his trapdoor in the back room.
But previously, Gren was like threatening him essentially, so.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
While you're breaking the lock open, I sit down and look at you and go, is Barman behaving any better than he was last night? He wouldn't just leave you alone about your name.
The barman?
Why,
he was-
Pigglesworth?
I haven't seen anything untoward.
You two make perception checks.
He was obsessed with you last night.
12.
Okay.
12.
So, whilst you shortly after you hear the crashing and like bending and breaking of metal in the back room, whilst you guys are just sat there eating away, you see Roland start to like just walk back out from behind the bar and approach your table. Just casually.
I'm just carrying eating.
He's like,
Yeah. Okay. And you watch as he approaches the table, he just rears back and clocks you in the back of the head as hard as he can.
Go on then.
That's
Probably with advantage as well, because I'm
that's
absolutely
true.
not expecting it.
Oh, it hits for sure. That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, it hits me.
Okay.
It really donks me.
And it's weird because when it hits you, it's not like a solid fist. It like bends a little bit. Like it's
Like his fist bends.
yeah, like his
Okay.
fist is sort of softer than you're expecting, doing 6 points of damage.
So, what should happen, right, is you've broken into a man's house and he's punched me because of it.
So going first is you,
Excellent.
Scrum.
Well,
After
I'm
you've just been clocked in the
yeah,
back of the
I've just got clocked in the head. I'm just going to turn around and I'm just going to attempt to firebolt. So you just see me turn around, and as he walk over, I'm like expecting him to say something, but instead he just clocks me around the head. And I go down and I come back up, and my hand is glowing with fire, and I just like let loose straight in his face.
Okay. Okay, so after that, it's weird because you watch it burst across his face, and then his face seems to like melt a little bit, and then it's sort of this weird amorphous clear,
okay.
shifting liquid. It's like after rearing back, having his face burn, he just goes for another strike in the back of your head.
Bastard.
Misses.
Excellent.
Over 7.
No, doesn't miss. Does miss.
And then he's going to back off away from you. And you watch as he backs off, he takes the form of Kreven.
Does he?
His like whole body shifts and he
If
turns
he
into
backs
Kreven
off, do I
instead.
get an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Yeah, I get
you would.
punched, don't I?
Yeah, get a punch in there.
Let's try and punch him back. That is a 12.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
No.
He just ducks out of the way. Like
Fine.
you aim for where the belly of the bigger Roland was, and then it shifts into Kreven's
Oh,
form.
yeah.
He's me!
That's the end of his turn. Gren is going to make a perception check because he's with you two to see if he can even hear what's going on. And he can't, so he's just there like, so like, are we going to go down the storeroom?
I would rather not go down alone.
That's fair enough.
I don't even know if there's an immediate threat down there.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
could just be wine. Not wine, he didn't have any wine, but you know, that weird, clear bathtub stuff that he's got.
That's true. It's your turn, Dendrick.
And I have to roll a perception check, do I, first, to
Yeah.
see if I can hear it?
See if you can hear like the slapping and punching sound, because no one's called out anything.
A 13.
Yeah, so all you hear is just like a slapping sound, and then like a burning sound, and then it's me.
That's definitely enough for me to check out, see what's going on.
Yeah. So you go to the doorway and you just see Kreven standing by the bar, holding his longbow out, staring angrily at Kreven, looking confused.
Is your thing still up?
Your
like, truth
yeah,
bubble?
it lasts 10 minutes.
Cool, okay. I point to both of them and get them to tell me if they're real or not,
Okay.
if they are the real Kreven.
So you just shout out, "Who's the real Kreven?"
Yeah.
The real Kreven,
Okay.
please.
Like, I'm the real Kreven. I mean, me.
And at the same time, the other Kreven goes, "I'm the real Kreven."
Oh. So I'm going to ask
Scrump.
Scrump,
Yeah.
which one is the real Kreven?
Yeah, I point towards the real Kreven, like you
Okay.
asked.
Okay.
Moving on to Kreven, currently facing down yourself. He's across the room from you.
I'm just going to punch him in the face.
You're just going to run up and
Just gonna
punch
run
him.
up and punch him in the face.
Sure.
Use your bow.
No, I'm pretty angry. There's only one me, and it's me.
Okay, so you just clock him around the face, and it's kind of weird because your jaw like slides off to the side and then slowly shifts back.
Ew. I'm going to, just kind of back off after that
Yeah.
and try and run away.
Okay, it's going to get an attack
Yep.
opportunity if you do that. You back out the way. It's like he swings his arm out. He's got a bow in
Yeah.
one hand, but it seems to be a part of him. Like you can see where the strings like
That's good.
morphed into his arm.
Ew.
Oh.
Okay, so it just misses you.
I follow Dendrick and come out and look at Dendrick and go, which one's the real one?
And I point to the real one.
The one sat down. Oh no,
Right.
the one who just punched him and then backed away.
I raise my coin at the other one and cast Guiding Bolt on it. No.
Natural.
No, that's a natural 1 is what that is.
You hit the wrong crevice.
Yeah, cool. So I run out and I'm like, which one's the real Kreven? Don't wait for the answer and just go for it.
Yes.
So
Roll damage on Kreven.
17.
Oh,
17 radiant damage.
Ow.
Oh no.
Yeah, as far as you're aware, that's still the
Yeah, that's still the wrong Kreven. Cool. Do you react to me shooting you?
Yeah, probably.
At all?
Probably
you can't do
You
it.
don't have to
amazed.
hit me. All right, cool.
just insulted.
Yes.
Just can't
Amazing.
process this
Um,
betrayal.
The guiding bolt on the wrong person doesn't faze me at all. I just like carry on wailing on the dodgy Kreven,
Okay.
as I've aptly named him in my head.
Dodgy Kreven.
I'll cast another firebolt on him. So it's a 10, so probably miss.
Yeah, that misses unfortunately.
Firebolt flies wide.
Yeah, so he just sort of dodges out of the way,
Yeah, and then that's the end of my turn.
scorching a bit of the wall. It's actually the dodgy Kreven's turn.
He's perfectly fine.
He's doing all right.
He's going to run up to probably you,
Yeah.
Scrump, and he's going to run up and just try and punch you again,
Excellent.
swinging at your head. 13, is
Yeah,
that hit?
he absolutely whacks me.
Okay.
I've seen better days.
It's Gren's turn. He's going to run in, see what's going on, be like, there's two of them now. The one that's scorched is the one that I'm attacking, yeah?
No.
And he runs forward to attack him. You're going to make a...
You're gonna kill me, man.
Yeah, that definitely hits. So hits you with his, pulls out a short sword and swipes at you.
Yeah.
Doing 8 points of damage.
Oh, I'm still up. I'm still alive.
4 HP.
It's like, I don't know what's going on.
In this, I just scream, wrong Krev!
Oh no. That ends his turn. Dendrick, you're up.
I am not doing
Right,
well.
I know which one's the right one, don't
Yeah.
I? Okay, so I am going to run at him and do 2 attacks with my longsword.
Okay.
So that is 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage, nice. So the first swing just sort of, he like ducks out of the way, hiding behind, using Scromp as cover at the moment. You would notice its mouth, since it, after it got hit, you see its mouth where it hasn't fully reformed, it's just not got a mouth at all.
Ooh.
It looks sort of haunting.
Nasty.
So you watch it ducks out of the way. Second hit, you cut, and it just sort of sinks in and like slows a bit of the weird liquid off, which like splats on the floor and then stays like that. Kreven, it's your turn.
All right. Yeah. If I move away from who's the guy who's just hit
Gren.
me? Gren. If I move away from him, does he get an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Oh no. I guess I'll just cower. I'll just be
Just
like,
be like, no, please.
I point at real Krev and I say, what would the other one say if I asked him this question? Are you Krev?
yeah.
Which one's the real one?
I can't say, can I?
Yeah, you can say if you want.
Yeah, he's the real Krev.
Once we blasted and cut up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
But when he's in
But at the
pieces.
same time, the other Krev will be like, no, it's me. Stop attacking me.
Even though his
Even though
jaw's
he's got-
missing.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
doesn't-
haunting image because when it opened, it's still got like strings attached.
Ooh.
Oh,
somehow it's
right,
still able to
very
talk.
clearly then
Yeah.
he's not a good guy.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast a level 3 guiding bolt at the dodgy Krev.
The blast hits and most of this thing's torso gets blown away, like burnt out, and then it's like barely holding on with like part of its face, and it's
All right, and then I point at dodgy Krev and I shout, Gren, that is not what an elf's insides look like. This is clearly the bad one.
watching it. It looks like it's slowly starting to melt into the floor.
Okay, I just say what I said. I'm like, no, this is the wrong Kreven.
Oh right, I'm sorry.
Like, I'm still just like, ah.
Like up the top with Scromp, you're watching this thing slowly melt into the floor.
Is it? It's melting, as in.
It looks like it's dying
It's having a
very
bad
fastly.
time. Yeah. As it melts into the floor, I'm gonna like try and like almost like scoop it up and stop it melting into the floor, trying to keep it alive so we can ask it what it
So
is.
it's just like this awful goop that's slowly sinking into the floor, and you're just trying to scoop it up.
just like trying to scoop it up. Well, then I say like, what are you? What do you want from us?
It's not even responding. It's
It's
just like,
no, I'm just like still there, just trying to scoop it up,
Playing
just trying to like
just
like
shout,
putty,
"Goo."
just trying to like push it back up into a real person.
Stacking it up.
it's a haunting image.
6-year-old playing with slime.
Right, its turn. It's going to make a save to see if it can stay alive. It successfully, it's like it barely holds on, and it's sort of, with your help, funnily enough, it's sort of barely holding on. It's like, and it's just there. It can't do anything else, so it's just there, sort of
So it's
stunned.
just like
So it can be out of initiative now.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to be taking any hostile actions because it's barely alive.
Okay.
Mhm.
What are you?
Oh, I'm Kreven Rivers.
I kick it.
It dies.
All right, we
It just
need
melts into a puddle on the floor.
to check out the basement.
I'm looking pretty beaten up. I'm ready for a short rest.
We
Kren's
need,
just there like, I'm sorry about that. Shoots his sword. I don't know what's
don't
going
even
on.
talk to him.
not
Don't even ignore
every
him.
elf is a murderer.
Well, I mean, that one just killed someone.
Could you really count a bunch of amorphous slime as a person?
Wow,
It's more like pest control.
That's awful thing to say. It's not very progressive at all, is it?
I'm royalty. There's no royalty that is progressive. particularly elves.
It's got very political very quickly, didn't it?
So that slime started off as the barkeep.
Yeah.
So there's obviously and the bar. I now assume the blood on the floor is the barkeep's blood. So we need to go find
Should we have a
what's
quick
happened to the
rest
barkeep.
so that we
Yeah.
don't get murdered straight
Yeah.
away?
Okay.
Yeah.
Short
Short
rest,
rest.
lads.
Sure.
Yeah.
The short rest and sits there, dressing his wounds.
While we're sitting there, I mean, I'd probably like break out a mop. Like if we're there for an hour,
Yeah.
if we're there for an hour, like I try and clean the place up at least a little bit, and then I go and get like a little board from behind the bar, and I write, "Gone on holiday."
Gone on fishing.
Yeah, gone on holiday. Won't be back for a couple of weeks. Leave pay in bucket. And I put a bucket on the bar, and I
Okay.
go and hang the board out the front.
All right. Yeah. Sure.
Cool.
I go down the cellar. And
Yeah,
watch
should we
down
check out the
cellar.
basement?
You go down, climb down the cellar, and you can see in the corner there is a very dead
Yeah.
Roland Pickles leg,
Okay.
except one of his legs is missing.
Ooh.
One of his legs.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh dear. We ate breakfast.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, that just clogged.
Yeah, no.
Immediately throw up.
Yep. Like sees the leg not there and just immediately starts throwing up.
Oh.
That's grim.
Yeah, I chugged that everywhere.
That's really grim. Ah. You're gross. I
I
mean,
didn't say you ate it.
we did.
I want to get away from this place now.
And yeah,
I think we should just go.
I mop up the ground
Okay.
and like where we've puked, I mop that up and
Nice.
then head back out and I go, right, we've left it more or less as we found it. There's still nearly a complete barkeep. No one can possibly give us any bad news for this. And I look at Grenna and I'm like, are you going to be cool about this?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
He just looks traumatized.
Could you point us in the direction of the sorcerer's house?
Yeah, sure. It's just a little bit northeast of here. He points you down the there's like a dirt path that leads away.
Oh,
It's that way somewhere.
thank you very
I
much.
haven't been there I haven't been there at all, but I've heard about it a few times. So.
I just walk down there.
Must be fun.
Yeah, you just
I'm
go.
just so ready to not be
can
here
someone help
anymore.
me take my nephew down off this tree?
As a gesture of goodwill from an elf, I'm going to help him.
Okay.
You do it delicately.
You and him spend a
it
little
down.
bit of time climbing up the tree and taking him down, and then he's going to take the body off to bury it, or what have you.
That's sad. Shall we? Like, I chat around and I'm like, should we just go?
I'm really
Leave,
walking.
please?
I'm literally
We're
walking
going.
down there.
I
Yeah.
want to go.
So that's where we'll end it for this episode. But will our heroes be able to find the sorcerer, gain the Staff of Banishing? Will the horrifying events that took place in the Ogre's Hole come back to haunt them? Are they still being chased by the King's assassin, Reggie? And if our heroes take much longer, what will become of the City of Doss? Find out next time on Troll the Dice.